Today we're going to answer one of life's biggest questions. What the hell is going to happen in Euphoria Season 3 finale? You know, a lot of you probably stopped watching the show because it's been like a million years since Season 2. But I stuck on because I actually like the show. And when Sunday comes around at 9 p.m., I am sat ready to watch the show with a water bottle in one hand and a bucket of fried chicken in the other. So now that it's got to the point where the season finale is this Wednesday, I'm recording this on Friday. I want to know what happens. I want to predict what happened. You don't know what Euphoria is, which if you don't, where were you? Basically, it's about this character called Rue, who is struggling with a lot of problems and, you know, mayhem happens or whatever. Now she's working to get out of it, hopefully. The power of friendship with Maddie and Cassie by her side, we're gonna see what actually happens to Rue by the finale. The point of this video is to guess what will happen for Euphoria, because I need to know now. In Euphoria Season 3, we have our main character name, of course, Rue. Let's say she's going through it, but she has her moments, right? You know, she's still in debt with Lori. Started working with a guy named Alamo. Things are going good until things turn sour. Not only is she in debt, but to get out of all the issues with Lori and Alamo, now she has to work with the DEA to see if they could help her out. By the way, that wasn't her choice. They made her do it, or they sent her to jail for 20 years. That's basically all of the storyline of Rue. You know, she has a relationship problems with Jules. She ate out Angel in a minivan. Next, we'd have Cassie. Cassie is another major storyline in Season 3. She wants to be famous, not poor. Yeah. I'm only going to talk about Rue, Cassie, and Maddie because Jules, Lexi, and Nate's storyline is really boring. Spoiler alert. Actually, no spoiler alert because you had a week to watch the last episode. Nate dies. Yes, he got his finger and his pinky off. Died because a snake bit him. Now with Maddie, which is my favorite character, Maddie wants money, powerful. Basically, all of their storylines have to deal with some type of power, some type of money. That's basically Season 3. You know, you have Lori and Alamo with their issues. Jules and Lexi, their storylines is boring. Now that you have a little recap, time to answer the question. What's gonna happen in the finale? Justice for Angel. I don't know why they decided to take her out of the season. Angel was such a good character. Now, what we know is that Lori and Alamo are working together to get this giant shipment of into Mexico from the USA. Also, by the way, Kitty is in the giant truck. Meow. Now, in the last episode, we didn't really see much of this giant shipment. So I assume that would be the focus of the next episode. At the end of the episode, we see Rue trying to escape with Faye's help. You know, if you don't know who Faye is, this is practically Faye. But turns out Faye didn't like anything and she yelled for Wayne. This is her yelling. And now Rue's in trouble. Now, this is what I believe. Rue will actually escape the farm, right, with help of Alamo, because we see some clips, one of Alamo's henchmen helping Rue out. Obviously, the police know about the giant drop-off they're trying to do. So what I think, right, everybody listen, including Faye, I believe there's going to be a giant party going on between the police and Lori and Alamo, right? We are all hoping that they arrest Lori and Alamo at the same time, right? That's what we're hoping. So bam, that's the story with Alamo and Lori. Now the question is, what's gonna happen to Rue, Maddie, and Cassie? Well, since Maddie did a deal with Alamo, Maddie is gonna get tied up with Alamo because of the deal, right? And since Cassie is working for Maddie, Cassie's gonna be tied up. Unless don't arrest Alamo, I believe Maddie and Cassie will be free. And now Rue. Full honestly, do I believe Rue is gonna survive season 3? No. Because there's many shots of her running, always running, and then, you know, the cops are gonna be behind her. So cops and running, you know something bad's gonna happen. And that's pretty much it for the season 3 finale. Again, this is my theory. I know that Sam Levinson's gonna create the wildest turn by the end. But honestly, sometimes I wish they could just, you know, Cassie, Maddie, and Rue just be friends and be rainbows and cupcakes. But you know what? That's not gonna happen. So Nate died, just like Lexi and Jules' storyline. They're both dead. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know some of your theories. Please don't spoil the ending because I really want to know. But yeah, again, subscribe, like, comment, share. I'll see you next time. Hopefully not 10 days later like last time. But yeah.